7 o'clock is Gumbo Radio.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever that may be for you guys. This is your girl, of course, more Ash, and you guys are tuned in today with the Gumbo Show. We are here for another amazing episode. This is going to be going into our new season. So we're extremely excited to get the rest of this content out for the end of the year before we start our new season. So I'm bringing in an amazing guest with an amazing purpose and an amazing foundation today. She goes by the name of Tina Weiss, and I'd like to introduce her and have her tell us a little bit about herself and Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation, which is the name of her company. Hey, Tina, how are you today?
Hey, Ashley, I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to introduce you to our fans, followers, and viewers. And I wanted to go ahead and have you answer our first question that we always ask. Who is Tina Wise? And what is Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation, Tina?
Okay, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. It's truly a pleasure and an honor.
Absolutely.
Um, and Tina Weiss, well, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've done a lot of different things, had different companies, but I realized my passion, my true passion is really helping children in need. And quite frankly, I don't care what status you're in. I don't care what color, race, religion, culture, needs that you have. Every child deserves a chance to have free and low cost music, art, and dance programs in their lives. And that's why I provide hope and opportunity through Hugs and Smiles for these children.
Awesome. So, Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation, can you explain to us when it started, what it's done since you started it, and where you're at currently?
Well, interestingly enough, I moved to Florida. I'm in South Florida right now, but interestingly enough, the last 20 years prior, I lived in California. And
Okay.
I started Hugs and Smiles from 2002 to 2007, which literally helped kids get adopted. But
Awesome.
Since I had moved to Florida 9 years ago, I had my companies and so on and so forth, but I didn't find that anything was really fulfilling me except for helping teens. And when you see a teenage kid who really never knew that they had an opportunity to have music, art, and dance classes,
Hmm.
be provided for them, because most schools no longer have that. And you
Very true.
excel. And as I'm working with them over the couple of weeks or a 6-week programs, you can see them just, their faces are, they light up the room and they're elated. And they're so excited that they've accomplished something that's so important. Because quite frankly, Ashley, between you and me, the arts heal the hearts.
Yes, that is very true. And also I feel like a lot of teenagers, that's at a time where they're like coming into themselves and deciding who they want to be, what they want to do with themselves, and to have opportunities that are available in the field that they have an interest in, I think is definitely an asset and definitely something that benefits them long term because it's helping them get prepared early. So I
Yeah.
commend you for that. And I want to know more about the company. So what I'd like to know, starting off, is tell me about the in-person summer camp programs and then the fall programs that you have that lead up to the production in December of 2029.
I actually started this at the end of 2018, and I had to get the corporation before I got the letter for my 501c3. And I
Okay.
went back to town at the end of August and September, August of 2019. September was my first event without a website, at a gallery. They heard about us, and it's about music, art, and dance. Tina, you have to show up. So I did 3 different events, and then all of a sudden, everyone's starting to hear about Hugs and Smiles. And oh my God, I'm bridging the gap between all of the different groups. And when the kids are communicating and collaborating together, they're not looking at your religion, they're not looking at your color, they're not looking at the culture. They are creating something together, dance routine,
Mm-hmm.
choirs, or whatever. So unfortunately, at 2020, when all of a sudden COVID hit, I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm brand new. How do I make this happen? Well, so what happened was I literally was called to do summer camp programs for a nonprofit and a for-profit children's gym. So I started working with them in person, and in addition, started my online Zoom classes, which went into my working with a church for a couple of months, putting on dance routines and music routines leading up to my 2020 holiday happy fundraiser. So I took
Okay.
everything. Yes. So that's how what we did all in during COVID, which has been very challenging. Not for me,
Sure. Yeah.
you, for everybody, because we're learning
Yeah.
everything new.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, you said that the last event was November the 6th. Will
I
you tell
just,
me about that event?
yeah, the last event that we had just done, we were invited by the Salo Rulo race. It's for the Carnival of Champions. It was
Mhm.
Special Needs Olympics. And the owner of this has a Down syndrome child. His name is Paul Salarulo. So he's been doing these 5K events for years, and he's from New York and from Florida. So he puts on these huge events and does these auctions, and also has tents to showcase what you do. And we were invited to put on a program to showcase our kids in the community and who we've been working with. So
So
that
how
was
did that go?
very exciting. Oh my gosh, we had a ball. We had a young dance group with us. We had an older dance group with us. We had our performers singing our initial song that we had written together, Hugs and Smiles, which is
Mhm.
our initial song. So we actually got to present it on stage, and it was just amazing. I mean, the kids had a blast. They're making an impact. So we're really very grateful. Really grateful moving forward with them. Hopefully, we have conversations going right now of how we can implement our programs with children in need, as well as parks and recreations that we've been working with through the summer, and other nonprofits as well.
So we actually do have clips of the event that she's speaking in reference to from November the 6th. And we're actually going to drop the clips right now so you guys can take a look at an amazing event that she partaked in and see what the outcome was. So we're going to go ahead and drop that clip.
Hugs and smiles, blow a kiss to everyone you miss. Hugs and smiles will make the world a better place. It heals the heart with a smile on your face. Oh my God, these feelings just begun. Saying things I've never said, doing things I've never done. Oh my God, when I see you I should have run. But I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop. Tells me to stop feeling feelings I feel about us. Try to fight it, but it's never enough. My heart is hurting, it's more than a crush. Cause I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop. But my heart goes cause my heart goes.
So you guys just witnessed an amazing event that Tina, that was, tell us a little bit more about it because that was great.
Yeah, it really was truly inspiring, because usually they would have a couple of that, at least 1,000, if not more, kids doing the 5K race.
Mhm.
Had the big stage for performances. They had the Miami Heat dancers there. They had the legendary singer Connie Francis back from the 40s and 50s.
Mhm.
Captain Jim. They came over to our booth. They were very excited that we're, because they're supporters of
Yeah.
in a need. So what I'm doing, they really got excited. So we took a picture together, and we have a couple of other clips. I'm not sure what you have as of yet, because there were 2 others that were supposed to go up last night. I don't know if they did yet or not. But whatever you have, let's see what you have. I have no idea what you're going to be showing.
So yes, that was amazing though, but I'm glad that you were able to share that with us. And I'm also glad that you had the opportunity to participate in that, because that's definitely a great asset for Hugs and Smiles to contribute to. So talk to me about the 2 teen talent showcases. So you have one for what, senior community, and then you have a teen, is it gala?
Yes, and that's, this past year, we've done at least 7 different 7 different events already that we have been invited to. But next year, we also have new partnerships that are forming. And until I really don't want to say exactly, but I believe that it's 100%, but until it's in writing, I don't, anything can happen. So
Gotcha.
I'm just a little bit cautious. So we are doing talented teen auditions January and February, but we're actually starting that now. So anyone that literally wants to send in their audition tape to me from my website, which is hugsandsmiles.org, or email me at tina@hugsandsmiles.org. You could literally upload a 30-second clip. And from there, we can determine, are you talented? We're going to have to ask you a lot of questions. Are you ready to be a leader in your community? Do you want to improve? Or is this, just a passing fling? Or is
And
this,
what are the ages for that,
and
for
the
the
ages
submission?
are between 10 to 17.
Okay.
However, if there is an 8 or a 9-year-old that's out there that really truly has passion and this is all they want to do, and they really feel that they're good, please send in that video as well. But it's usually 10 to 17.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's an awesome opportunity. And how do you make the decisions, and when would they know
Well, they would
after
know, right.
submissions?
Well, so the first, as of now, I'd like to start seeing who sends in their videos. And January, at the beginning of January, I will announce, and hopefully we'll be on another podcast, which I believe that we will be. We will announce where it's going to be, because I'm in South Florida right now, but that does not exclude. So we're looking for a place to do the talented teen auditions. Here
Gotcha.
and now. That's number one. Number two, that does not stop your kids in Georgia who are very talented, who want to send in their auditions either, or anywhere in the state. Because if you're that great, we will definitely nurture them to be in our Talented Teen Gala, which will be next December. However, what I'd like to do is have the ones that are really talented and do the workshops throughout the course of the year for weekends.
The classes.
Classes for the weekends, which are the weekend workshops. We want to go to a senior community that really can use that to uplift their spirits. Because when you have kids of every background putting on a show for the senior community, it gives them hope. It inspires everyone. It inspires the kids and
Very true.
adults.
Yeah, that is true.
This is kind of what we're looking to do. And of course, our weekend workshops, and we're looking for space right now. We might have a couple of different spaces depending. Like I said, it's at the end of the year. So people are saying yes. Let's see what they commit to in January. But I know there's going to be a fee involved, and that's another fundraising event that we're looking to do as well.
Okay, that's awesome. So my last question pertaining to that is, so you're located in Florida, but they can be anywhere and submit?
That could be anywhere and submit, especially maybe not this year, maybe not 2022, but I do have friends. I'm from New York and I am from California. So I have friends and performers all over the world ready to do concerts to give back to Hugs and Smiles, because it's not only a mission and a vision. I want to make sure that every child has the opportunity and knows that they have a cheerleader on their side, knowing that they can do this.
Right.
This is kind of where we're going with this. And we have, like I said, many performers that I know since I lived in California, they're ready to do concerts to give back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is amazing.
It is. I agree. So you're technically a nonprofit organization because you operate on a 501c3, like you spoke of before. How do you finance, and what are you seeking to assist your company and such an amazing foundation with being able to just continue doing what you're doing and moving forward?
Well, quite frankly, I really self-funded it for a couple of years.
Wow,
And
really?
yeah, which was, yeah, I thought everything else was coming. I was owed a lot of money. Everybody at 2020 happened. And I'm like, okay, I have a little money left over, made some good investments from my clothing company, from my skincare company. And I said, okay, this is what I want to do. And this is what's fueling my heart. But now, at the end of the day, I need funding. And last year I got a little funding here and there because I'm new also.
Yeah.
So, but as I'm growing and now people are knowing who I am, now I have to do a crowdfunding scenario. I'm getting some things here and there, but I haven't really done a campaign because I really wanted to make sure moving forward next year that we do it the right way.
Way.
And I believe, and, it's it's a learning process. I've done everything. We've had, I don't know, 8 different events during 2021 versus doing events and being like at everything. I
Yeah.
don't have to be at everything, but because it's my baby and I wanted to make sure it was going the right way and it's being presented with class and integrity and dignity. This is kind of where I was. But now that I've already proven myself, now it's time to just do the weekend workshops with kids from nonprofit organizations who I've been working with the parks and the recreations, with other people that are coming from the outside who are actually helping other children who are privileged, helping other children who really need it. And that's what my Happy Holiday fundraiser was all about in 2020. So I think we have a great opportunity of kids who have been having lessons and the kids who haven't, but have that hidden talent. And that's what we are trying to bring out because it really helps everyone involved. And it will also help grow the community moving forward and the next generation, because the next generation is what it's all about.
Absolutely. That is true. So how would people donate to your cause?
So they can go onto my website right now, which is hugsandsmiles.org. As you can see, here's my logo, Hugs and Smiles. You see the kids, the dancing kids. Anyway, you can go to there. And also there's a donate button. You can donate whatever you would like. Just remember, 6 online classes for $20 a kid also helps the artist that will be teaching, and also the supplies that's needed and the time and the consumption is fantastic. And even when we do it in person, $20 per child would really be so greatly appreciated. If you could do more and sponsor 6 kids for the 6 online classes, which is $120, God bless you. If you could do less, and any little piece that you can do is helpful, big or small, it doesn't make a difference. Everything will
Absolutely.
be moving forward.
What's coming up as far as events for Hugs and Smiles, and what do you have looking into the new year?
Okay, well, what's happening actually is November 17th, as of now, there is an organization that's called FITCI, the Florida International Trade Cultural Expo. And
Okay.
they bring in international players from all over the world. I happen to have a booth there, and I was hoping that we were actually going to be able to be on stage to do a showcase. But because it is a little bit still strange because of COVID, I know there's a fashion show, and I do know the person who's doing the fashion show. So this is going to be very, very exciting. We have ex prime ministers of state, kings from Dubai, you name it. Everyone is coming here to do business with Florida because we are
Right.
the world. So we have a booth there. We're going to be doing auditions there. We also are going to be showcasing our talented teens that have created some amazing artwork, along with our art director and other online artists, world renowned, that we will be selling there. And most of the proceeds go back to Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation as well. And we will also have our talented teen auditions if they get there in time from after school. So we're hoping for that. So we're going to have our auditions there. We are going to be showcasing what we do. We're going to be talking about Hugs and Smiles for moving our programs into the future.
Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds really, really good. Can you tell everyone one more time all of the ways that they can find you, social platforms, websites, et cetera, et cetera?
Yes, well, if you go to Instagram, it's Hugs and Smiles Foundation without the children's. They didn't let me put it in. So it's Hugs and Smiles Foundation. And then there's Facebook under my name, Tina Weiss, and Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation. You could find Tina Weiss on LinkedIn, tells you all about that. You can find YouTube. If you go to my website, all of my social media pieces are on my website, which is hugsandsmiles.org. And in addition, my number, you can reach my office at 954-501-0524. Once again, 954-501-0524. So that's the best way to reach me. There are volunteer opportunities. There are internship opportunities. We're looking for college students who
Summer camp as well, right?
Summer camp coming. I have nonprofits calling me, so I might merge with some of them. As you know, now it's negotiation time for moving forward into the future.
Very true.
We will know more on January, and also January 17th, by the way, which is Martin Luther King's Day. I was invited to speak at Florida Atlantic University in Broward County.
Okay.
All
Congratulations.
Thank you. And discuss our programs and how the students want to work with us as well, and what we're doing within the community. So I'm looking to get the dancers, the graphic designers, the artists to help the children on the weekend workshops. So
That's
I
awesome.
work with them in conjunction with what we're doing, as had mentioned.
So my last question kind of piggybacks off of what you just said. So say, for instance, there's someone out here that may not have the financial resources to assist your business, but they want to help in some type of a way. What would that be? What would that look like?
Oh, they can do a dance class. If they're a good dancer, they could do an online dance class to Zoom. We could actually even be in person, and they could even be on Zoom with the people that we're working with, because they could bring something else to the table. So for instance, last year I had my professionals, but we would go to in-person events and online Zoom classes and have a 12 and 13-year-old teaching the 12 and 13-year-olds the new TikTok dances.
Yeah.
Always an integration of not just the qualified instructor, but we also have young kids wanting to teach and help other kids, which is amazing. And that's part of my Hugs and Smiles production that I did last year in 2020. So please, if you take a look at it, please forget my part, because I was sitting in front of the camera at home and they weren't able to have enough time to re-record it at the studio. But there are different pieces of the puzzle that I put together. Step 1, 2, 3, 4 of who is interviewing whom and what they've been doing for this society, and to really help grow the children, to become better citizens and to really get excited and have a purpose.
And chase it. Yeah.
Right.
That's amazing, Tina. I'm really glad that you chose to come out onto our platform and showcase this, because I feel like it's definitely beneficial. It's something that everyone can relate to, and everyone can at least, contribute in some type of way. So I want to thank you.
Too.
Exactly. All the parents that watch, and so it's definitely beneficial across the board. I would like to thank you for coming onto our platform, for sharing your business, your vision, your baby with us, and telling us about all of the different many accomplishments that you have achieved. We are definitely supportive of that, and we commend you and congratulate you on all of your accomplishments. I want to thank you again. We wish you nothing but the best of luck, and everyone, please make sure you go and follow her. Make sure you go to her website, click the donate button, and donate to, do something for Christmas, and donate to a child and sponsor some classes for them. Or we have the holiday season coming up, and there's plenty of things that people can do to give back and to just contribute where it's needed, because it's so much needed here in our community. So I want to thank you again, guys. I am More Ash. You can find me on Instagram at _1_more_Ash. The show as a whole, find us at _Gumbo show. And I am going to be signing out with Miss Tina Weiss today in the Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation. You guys have a great evening. You're very, very welcome. You have a great day as well.
7 o'clock is Gumbo Radio.